Welcome to REIGNfall, our weekly series on written fiction, the world of storytelling, and everything in between. I'm Josh. I'm joined by John, and this week's topic is talking about characters. Characters on Team Responsible and Team Irresponsible. So we picked some of our favorite books, and because obviously the characters in those books are what make them what they are, and we've just basically typecast them. Either you are totally irresponsible and you're not worth anything, or you're responsible and you probably saved the day or did something awesome that helped define the book. As in any good team, we're going to take turns. So first up is Responsible.
Maynard Gladstone from the Dan Simmons Hyperion Cantos, president of the hegemony, led billions of people across the galaxy and made the decision to fight the Technocore. She only could have been better had she known some space karate to personally fight the Shrike.
So that's the Poth, right? President of the hegemony, not to be confused with the POTUS. And she was awesome. Unfortunately, she paid for her awesomeness because she had the ultimate, kind of have to go out, lead the ship, sinking ship, have to go down with the ship.
Irresponsible.
Matt from the Wheel of Time series. Matt was one of 3 young men who's supposed to save the world. Pretty important job, but he was the least helpful of the 3. He went pillaging ancient tombs and finding cursed artifacts and generally becoming cursed and a burden to everyone around him.
Yes, picked up something he shouldn't have, was infected with some kind of evil thing, made himself a burden on all his friends, and whined at all of them the entire story.
Responsible.
Roland Deschain from the Stephen King Dark Tower series, gunslinger in the world which has moved on, made himself personally responsible for finding the Dark Tower and saving everything. Also, he was very responsible with his trigger control.
This guy would be a good foster dad, a good mentor, and generally maybe a good nutritionist if he could sit here and find something on his dying world. But, he's got hard luck. Love this guy because he perseveres through a whole lot of pain.
Irresponsible.
Irresponsible. Wait, I'm not ready. I'm irresponsible. Hold a second. Oh, J.B. Flowerty. This was a POTUS. Correction, ex-POTUS. This president found a way to get to outer space. She is from the book Seven Eves, by the way. And so we love this story. And she is almost personally irresponsible in destroying the human race, or responsible for destroying the human race in her irresponsibility. And she is horrible because she literally just manipulates and kills our chance at surviving when the Earth goes kaput.
That's right, Josh. She infected the International Space Station with politics and literally caused it to break up into different factions. Also, she did not have good responsibility with her trigger control because she shot a firearm in a space station.
Responsible.
Marcus Luker from Neil Stephenson's Seven Eves, commander of the International Space Station at the end of everything, finished bringing the comet core to the space station that saved humanity with all of its frozen radioactive water, and sacrificed himself to ensure the mission's success.
Here, it's my little ship, the new Caird. I'm going to push the frost giant and save or beat Greg's skeleton. That dude was awesome. So yeah, that's my little play set of toys.
Irresponsible.
Irresponsible. Let's talk some Greek gods from Ilium. Olympus and Ilium is a 2-part series about Greek gods in outer space. So just like Greek gods from ancient Greece, these guys are petty. They toy with human fate. Basically, you have the Greeks and the Trojans trying to fight for the city of Troy. And guess what? No, you're on puppet strings. We're going to just kill you and resurrect you. Sorry, my theme with toys is continuing. So they were just horribly irresponsible and petty, in the worst of goddom that you can get.
Let me see. They were tearing holes over and over in the space-time continuum. They almost caused the solar system to collapse in on itself and maybe everything else. And generally, they were just jerks.
Responsible.
I think I'm out of responsible people, but I do have an honorable mention. Raul Endymion from the Dan Simmons Hyperion Contos wasn't that smart, but he kept trying to save Aeneas with his brawn anyway.
You're right, and did even try to fight a Jovian planet. Imagine falling through the sky in a canoe with a parasail for days. He was freaked out, but eventually got clued in that he couldn't do anything else but enjoy the ride through the atmosphere. So, yeah, stupid to do that or get in that situation, but pretty awesome.
How about irresponsible to responsible? And I've got it. Isaac Dander Grim Nebulin from Perdido Street Station started off by unleashing the Slake moths on the entire city, but then personally dealt with them.
Mad scientist, right? And he said, let me get any specimen I can. And these were the most horrifying, scary creatures since Alien, the Shrike, that clown from Poltergeist. But seriously, I'm like, holy cow, the dude owned up to it and went out into the dark of the night and put himself at personal risk in generally a scary, scary city of New Crobazon. And he owned it. So, yeah, I will say that we forgive him for almost destroying civilization.
Yeah.
Ooh, how about the Martian? Come on. That guy almost blew himself up.
What?
He almost blew himself up. He trying to make oxygen, Brandon. He didn't know how to clean a latrine very well. He broke his only radio to Earth. And he rolls his rover and he digs up radiation. Totally irresponsible.
He's trying to survive on Mars, man. You gonna pick on that guy? Yeah, that's irresponsible. Totally. Yep.
Fine. He saves himself. He eventually, his irresponsibility leads to saving himself. So what does that make him? An irresponsible person. All right, your choice. So tell us what you think about these choices. By the way, hopefully you like them enough that you'll go explore the deep, really, really heartfelt nature of these two teams and tell us who else should be on these lists. We hope you enjoyed it. This is the Reign of Books, as in the rule of books, not the weather.